sweeping the store, saw cutting bones for people to use for soup, grinding meat for chopped meat, plucking the feathers from chickens, gathering the fat cut during the course of the day, packaging it up, and sending it off to the soap factory. My list, my scope of responsibilities. My only source of income was delivering orders to my father's customers. I used a bike with a basket in front. The order would go in the basket, and I would ride towards the customer, and the tips would be the amount of money I would have for spending during the week. It was more than enough because I was living home. While I was at home, I went to day school. Day school was New York City Community College, and at the end of 2 years, I achieved an associate degree in mechanical technology. Taking that degree out and looking for a job was a major undertaking, not leading to anything that's something that I would want. So I decided at that point in time that I would go for a mechanical engineering degree. Having family responsibilities required me working full-time and going to school in the evening. I had a few jobs. The first job I had was working for a company that built power plants. They built power plants worldwide. They built power plants throughout the United States. I was there for about 2 years, and I was requested to help out with something called the cost engineering group. Somebody had left and gave me an opportunity to do something different. At that point, I decided that this is really what I enjoy doing as opposed to being on the drafting boards. So from that point in time, cost engineering was my goal. I stayed another 3 years with Abasco Services, a company that built power plants, and went on to another company called Scientific Design, and they built chemical plants. It gave me an opportunity to triple my salary. Of course, tripling the salary sounds, phenomenal, but when you make so little, tripling your salary is an easy accomplishment. This company that I worked for built chemical plants worldwide. China, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Venezuela, and there were times I had an opportunity to go to these countries and visit some of the places where these plants would be built. I stayed there for a total of 5 years, and at that point I was able to graduate, and I received my Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering, and I used that to get a job at the MTA, the Metropolitan Transit Authority, where I presently am, and I am in the cost engineering section, and I do something a little different than most. I do mathematical modeling for these facilities. Essentially what that represents is the opportunity to work with different groups, electrical engineers, mechanical engineers, civil engineers, structural engineers, and I try to use one of the talents I learned in my father's butcher shop, plucking the feathers from chickens. Although it's not plucking feathers that I do, but I do pick the brains of these various people, getting the concepts and ideas and requirements they're interested in having it, and converting it to a mathematical model, and at some point in time coming up with the total cost of the facility to submit for budgeting, either for state project in Albany and for a federal project in Washington. While I am at the MTA, I was, and being a union member, I decided to run for a position as a pension chair. A year and a half ago, I was voted in. It gives me an opportunity to work with people. There were 7,000 people at that particular local, and when when the calls come in, I'm able to help people, and nobody leaves working with me without having the question answered thoroughly. And the thank yous that I get is just as if I was given a financial reward. It's very satisfying. So I truly enjoy both the job and the responsibility in the union. In my hopes and dreams, money never entered my list of important measures for success. I enjoy life, family, and humor. I measure success in happiness, family, friends, and humor. Mr. Toastmaster, how long?
That's terrific.
How long? Oh, you can get the timer?
Hold on. About 9 minutes.
Oh, okay. That's good.
Good job. Yeah, but,
Not too short.
yeah, this was divided into 2 videos, so. All right, you're on your way.
Okay.
Get your shoes on and get out. Hey, good job, Dad.